right, welcome back to the Southwood County YMCA. I'm Renee Kinney, the Healthy Living Director. Today we're going to go over a chair yoga class, just a 20 to 30 minutes sitting. We might do a little bit of standing, but its idea is to be able to sit and do all of the things that we're doing today. So to get started, take your feet, spread them out on the ground, toes apart, sit back into your chair, and then shut down your eyes. Take your attention and your focus all the way down to your feet, and you can even tap them around or rock around so that you can feel the ground underneath. And then once you've got that feeling and that focus, ground into your feet. Move your attention up through your ankles, through your calves and shins, into your knees, and just notice what sort of feelings or sensations are around and in between your knees. You can even rub at that area to keep your attention and your focus there. Now move your attention up through your thighs. Feel the seat underneath your legs. Focus at your glutes and your hips and firm into the connection of your seat. As you push down and take up that space in your seat, do you feel your core engaged? Do you feel yourself sit up a little taller? Keep your attention along the backside of your body and the connection that you have between your chair or your bench. And then as you breathe in and out, feel how the connection of your back and your seat change. Think about your breath as support, and as you breathe in and out, try to stack your spine up, keep yourself tall and supported. Move your attention further up to the top of your back, the backs of your shoulder blades. And if you feel yourself rounding and slouching forward, control and lift yourself up, press up from your heart, or even think about spreading your breath into your chest and your upper back, and that may help to lift. Move your attention to the tops of your shoulders and feel the weight in your arms. As you breathe in and out, do you feel your arms move or your weight shift? Catch yourself distracted, can you take in a bigger breath to bring yourself back to the moment, back to your seat, grounded here, tall and alert. Set an intention for your practice today. Or challenge yourself to stay focused on your posture. Stay focused on creating a long spine so that your breath, that energy, can move in and out through your body. Through your nose, take in a long, Deep breath, pull it all the way down to the seat. Open up your mouth and release. Bring your chin down towards your chest and then tilt your ear from shoulder to shoulder. You might feel a stretch down the side of your neck or even into your back. If you start to feel pain, try to pull back a little bit. But move back and forth a few more times, just trying to loosen up through the sides of your neck. You could even drop an arm down, and you'll feel the gravity pull on your arm and create even more stretch. What's happened in your breath and your posture? With your head tilting off to the side, can you still keep your chest up tall? Pull your breath in nice and full. Take a few more movements in your neck. You can even lift your chin to the ceiling. Now we're going to take your attention up to your chest and your upper back. So we're going to do seated cow and cat. From here, you can put your hands onto your legs to create leverage. And cow pose is where you're going to start. So you're going to lift your chest up towards the sky, squeeze your shoulder blades back towards each other. Taking a big breath right here. And then we're going to round into a cat pose. So you're pressing your low back towards the chair behind you, tuck your chin in, and as if you're trying to bring your shoulders to touch in the front. Now move back and forth. Lift and squeeze, take in a huge breath, and round into cat pose as you exhale. You can move at your own pace, back and forth, or maybe it would feel good just to hold one for a few breaths in a row. Listen to your body. Make this your practice. We're going to still move in cow and cat, but instead of focusing up at your upper body, now I want you to focus at your solar plexus, where your ribs meet. So same thing, you're pushing forward, trying to lengthen out, and then pull everything back and lengthen from the back. And all that changing your focus does is maybe you feel the pose a little differently. Doesn't make it right or wrong. Just puts that difference and that change into it. We're going to move our attention to one more place, and this is going to be down at your belly button, just below your sacral chakra area. Same thing, you're trying to push out, lengthen from your belly, and then pull back. Now this time I want you to think about pushing forward with your belly, then your solar plexus, and then your chest and heart, and pull back from your chest and heart, solar and belly button. Once more in each pose. Now we're going to shift to the front of our seat. Take your legs nice and wide. And we're just going to make some circles. Move at your own pace so that you can feel a nice stretch through the sides of your body, maybe even into the inside of your thighs. Try changing the direction or even the movement itself, making lines instead of circles. Now I want you to put your right elbow down onto your right thigh, and with your left arm, reach up as high as you can. When you're here in this reach, we're trying to stretch out through the side of your body. So if you can, think about sending your breath into your ribs, creating some space in between each one. Lower your arm down, press it into your other thigh, and reach up with the opposite arm. Same thing, create space between your ribs. Create length from your hip all the way up to your fingertips. Lower your arm down. We're going to come into a wide fold here. So you might want to shift your seat back, like your actual seat, onto your chair a bit more. So you can lean forward. You can keep your arms up on your legs if that feels better. But if you can, reach for the ground, let your arms rest on it, and then sway, move your hips, your shoulders. You can get your head and your neck involved. Walk both hands over as far to your right foot as you can, and then hold here for a couple breaths. Keep your left hand on the ground, reach up with your right. If the twist is too intense, you can walk your hand back towards the center. And if you need it even more intense, you'll just walk your hand maybe onto the top of your foot. Release your hand down, walk both over to your opposite foot. Hold here for a couple breaths. And let's add in the twist on this side, pressing into your right hand. Lift your left hand up nice and high, and then determine if you need more or less twist on this side. Twists are a great chance for you to kind of wring out, detox through your center. Release down, come back to the center. If you're looking for a little bit of core work, here's an opportunity for you to reach your arms out in front of you, and then as slow as you can, bring yourself up. Reach up, look up, and then come to a back bend where you squeeze your elbows back, lift from your heart. Come back tall, reach up, and fold forward. Do that a couple of times. Reach out or use your hands to lift yourself up. Either way, nice and slow, controlled, use your core, reach tall, back bend, pull it up tall again, and fold forward. A couple more times. Can you link your breath with each movement? One more time, rise up, take your back bend, and release. We're gonna work our attention more down towards our legs and hips now. So we're gonna start one leg forward, take your other leg out as far to the side as you can, and then push it even further away. So that The leg you're pushing into, that elbow you want to point down towards your other toe, or that shoulder towards your other toe. So you got the leverage from pushing into your leg and then creating length through your side and your arm. Bring yourself back up that swung out leg. We're going to bring it back and cross your ankle over your thigh. And start just by rubbing out your foot. You can pull on your toes, create some space. Massage into the arch of your foot and your heel. And then take a second just to question, when was the last time that you paid this sort of attention to your feet? And then move your foot off to the side a little bit so you can make some circles with your ankle. Change the direction. Flex. Try to pull your toes back towards your knee, pressing out through your heel. Hold here for a couple of breaths. Try to pull in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more breath in, hold that flex, and point as you exhale. Trying to point your toe as far away as you can, bringing the back of your heel towards the back of your leg. You might feel a little bit of cramp hamping into your arch or the top of your foot, but fight through. Use your breath. One more big breath in. And let your foot relax as you exhale. We're going to go into a seated pigeon fold. So we're already set up in our legs. Now you're just going to start to lean forward until you feel a stretch, until you feel a little bit of discomfort. You could also prop a blanket or a pillow on top of your lap to lean onto. But notice what happens as you lean forward, what happened to your posture and your spine. Even though we are rounding and leaning forward, can you still lead out through your heart? Take a few more breaths here. Stay long in your spine, firm and grounded in your foot on the floor. Bring yourself up. We're going to move into a twist from here so you can keep your legs just how they are. Bring your same hand to your foot and your other hand is going to come to the back of your chair or even to the side of your chair. But challenge yourself to look back, and you may feel that your chest will open a little more. Lift your spine up taller, taking one more breath. Stay as you exhale. Try to wring and twist just a little bit more. Unwind. We're going to move into a seated cow face. So you're going to, or seated eagle, multiple names. But you're going to cross your legs up, thighs together as close as you can. And then same thing, we're going to start to lean forward until you feel a stretch. Press out through your heart. You can rest your legs on your thigh or keep trying to reach towards the ground. Use your core, pull yourself back up, and then stretch both legs out nice and long. You can lift from your knees up and down. See if you can't keep your legs up in the air, heels together. Turn your toes as far apart as you can. Now bring your big toes together and separate your heels. Release your legs down Plant your opposite foot forward. Take your other leg out to the side. Push it further away as you point that shoulder towards your opposite toes. We'll hold here for a couple of deep breaths. Bringing yourself up. We're going to go into that seated pigeon, starting with your leg crossed over. Take the time to rub out your foot, stretch out your toes. Our feet do so much walking and carrying us around. We need to spend time caring for them too. And make some room for your foot to make circles or squares. Change the direction. This time we're going to start with a point hold. So press your toes as far away from your body as you can. Hold here. Check in with your spine. Keep yourself up nice and tall. Stay, point a little harder, one more breath in, and then we're going to move to the flex as you exhale. Hold the flex. Just trying to stretch out through the back of your calf. Maybe you can feel it in the bottom of your foot. Flex back a little harder, one more big breath in, and relax. From here, we're going to add on the fold. Position yourself so you are grounded in your foot, grounded in your seat, and then lead out through your heart. Hinge from your hips. Take a few deep breaths. As you get settled into the second side, are you noticing that the stretch is maybe in a different area or not as intense as it was on the first side? And that's during this practice, take notes of that. And it's not that you're looking for what's right and what's wrong, you're just being aware of how your body changes from day to day. Stay here for one more breath in and out. Pull yourself up nice and tall. We're going to go to the twist. So your left hand's going to come to your left foot. Your right hand can hook onto the back of your chair or just push down to the side. Either way, you want to look back. That's going to help your chest twist and open. Slowly untwist your upper body. We're going to twist or close your legs tighter yet. Going into that seated eagle or cow face. Same thing, you're going to lead out through your heart until you can feel the stretch you're creating. Slowly bring yourself back up. Again, stretch your legs out. You can flap your feet or try and kick them up at top. And then bring your feet in, press into the pinky edges of your feet. Stretch out your ankles. Take your feet out, push into the big toe edges. Bring yourself up into a firm seat. Stay tall through your spine, shut down your eyes. Rest your arms comfortably, your hands. And then just like when we got started, take your attention down to your feet. Feel the ground. Can you feel the space between your toes? Move your attention up through your shins and calves. Feel the sensations again at your knees. Continue to follow up through your thighs. Feel the seat underneath you. If you think about pushing down firmer into your seat, do you feel like you can lift your spine and sort your posture out a little straighter? Bring your attention up through the back side of your body, the connection that you have with your chair, and breathe in and out. Send your breath to the back of your lungs. For the next few breaths, then I want you to focus that breathing into the sides of your lungs. And if it helps, you can bring your hands up to your sides. And now the fronts of your lungs. Allow your hands and arms to relax. Take your attention again further up to your chest, your shoulders. Allow your jaw to soften. Soften the corners of your eyes. Bring your hands together at your heart. Bow your head to yourself, and then set your mood for the rest of your day. Thank you for resetting with me today. Namaste.